saucy. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the sauce. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Sauce Podcast with Kenzie Taylor. Today, I have my guest co-host, Miss Sarah Taylor.
Hello.
And my guest today is adult actress, SAG member, nominated adult performer, Twitch, Rave girl. I mean, jack of all trades over here, Miss Haley Spades. Hi, Haley.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, obviously, let's just get the one thing out of the way that everyone always says to you, and I know it has to be extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
Everyone always talks about your height.
Yes.
And you had an incident at AVN where somebody was like instantly talking about your height.
Yeah.
And trying to pick you up in different things. How does that make you feel when you're like put into like this box of like, you're so small or tiny? Yeah.
I hate it. I'll be straight up,
Yeah.
like, very blunt. It's not something I enjoy.
Mhm.
Like it's something I own, and it's something I'm not so much like, I wouldn't say insecure. I just hate that it's so much of like a forefront of who people think I am.
Mhm.
Like at AVN and Spades, a lot of people kept trying to pick me up. Some people like would ask me if they could pick me up, but they would be already in the motion of picking me up. And I was like, whoa, stop, put me down, no. And then at AVN, it had been a few days, of me hearing all of that stuff about my height.
Mhm.
And I had a breaking moment at the white party.
Mhm.
Were you there?
I was there.
Oh, no.
I was so mad.
I was upset. It had been like, after a few days of like hearing things, and then granted it was the white party, so people were drinking and having fun. So a girl walks up to me and she says, "Oh my God, why are you so short?" And I like lost
I didn't
it.
know about
I like
that.
immediately, like I was with Scarlett Sage, and I think I was just with Scarlett. And I usually don't get upset, but like it just immediately I started crying. I started feeling hot, and I was like, we got to go to the bathroom.
It was probably just everything compiling on one another, at one thing after
And it
another.
sounded like I was like a circus freak at that point. Like she was like, "Why are you so short?"
You're like, I was born this way. What's up?
But yeah, so I don't really like when people, that's like the first thing they notice. But what I do tell myself a lot of the time is people who don't have anything else to say, who don't have substance to them, they point out things that they probably shouldn't. Like, it's like, you have nothing else to say about me besides you're so short. Like,
Yeah.
okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so short. Yeah. So I don't really like it. I don't have an issue with it, personally. I just have an issue with it being like what people think of me just as. Like, oh, she's the short girl, Like,
You're
there's
put in a
more to me.
box.
There's more to me,
Yeah. If you could think of something that, you would like people to instantly think of when they think of Haley Spades, or just something in general that you want them to think about you in general, like what do you think that would be?
Like high energy, bubbly. Like I'm a great performer. I would say I'm a great actress. I am part of the SAG union, the Screen Actors Guild. So I am a woman of many talents, and it's like I want people to see me for as that bubbly, energetic, like fun, lively person on screen and off screen.
I think that's super important, and I'm very glad and that you would share that, with everyone, because that's a very courageous thing. So thank you for sharing that. Let's talk about your SAG. Yeah, let's talk about that. What have you been in?
So I've only been in one thing. I've done a few auditions, but I'm in The Idol by The Weeknd. It's coming out June 4th. That's actually very soon.
It is.
I was just a dancer in that, actually, but it was like 3 days on set, and then I had a moment. I'm not sure if they're going to put it in the TV show, but I'm like running in between the faux director and Troye Sivan as they're like arguing backstage. And I have a moment where I'm running because I'm late to practice, and the camera is like, it's like me as a focus. So that was pretty cool. So that was my first like mainstream acting thing, even though I didn't really have any lines, but it was like dancing. It was like choreography.
You like dancing?
Yeah. I came from like stripping initially. So I'm a pretty good pole dancer.
Love that.
And that's how I got casted as a pole dancer in the show. So that was really cool.
Nice.
But I haven't had any other roles besides that. I've done a couple auditions, but it's the name of the game. You kind of just have to wait. It's tough out there in the acting world, especially the mainstream acting world.
Very competitive.
Yes,
very.
Yes.
I commend you for doing auditions because I'm always like, yeah, I should try that. And I never do.
Isn't it crazy like how little credit adult performers get though with acting? Because how many mainstream actors, actresses will feel comfortable going on set, being handed a script during hair and makeup, and you're told to remember all of your lines? I mean, I feel like that's why porn acting looks so bad. Because what people don't understand is sometimes they're getting handed the script right there, and they're literally being fed a line if they're not good at memorizing lines, or if they don't even have time to insert an emotion. So the fact that like you guys have won awards for your acting in adult performing, and I've seen your stuff, it's phenomenal. It drives me mad that adult performers have a harder time getting into mainstream. So what I'm saying with this is, when you said I've only had one mainstream job, but like all of your other things that you've done are phenomenal. So don't discredit that at all. Like,
no, I do take pride in like being a pretty good like actress, like with lines and like, the tone and stuff. And, and it is recognized. And I hope I can get into more mainstream, but you know what? I'm not in a rush. I don't mind, being on porn sets and showing my acting skills there, like that's where I honestly probably learned it.
We just had a scene come out together.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I saw that.
Finally.
Oh, we shot that back in September?
Yeah, it's with Team Skeet with Ike Diesel. It's so funny because we went to Austin, Texas for this one, and she was my stepdaughter.
Yes.
And that's
I
where
could
we
kind of
first
see
met.
that though. Look at you guys together.
And then Ike was
Let's just
the
get
dad.
a quick pan back and forth between them. I can really see the resemblance here.
It's my
Hi,
stepdaughter. But Ike was her stepdad. Isn't that how it's funny how porn scripts work? It's like it's okay for parents to fuck their, I don't know how to say it, their adult child, as long as it's a step parent, but it's like two step parents.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Sometimes I'm like, who writes this?
Yeah, like one time I had a step cousin. I was like, what is this? What's my step cousin?
That's hilarious.
And it was for Team Skeet. Go figure.
Always
my
Team
step-cousin.
Skeet. Always. I've been
step-cousin.
on Team Skeet scripts where we were all just sitting there like,
what is this?
yeah, I'm not saying that.
There's like 14 step cousins, like step cousin number 1, number 2, number 3. Like, that's so funny. So, I'd agree with Sarah though. Like, totally don't discredit, that you've only done one thing. It's still, that's a huge, awesome thing.
Yeah.
But I do have to ask, because I'm like super in love with film and learning more about it. When you did the running shot, were you legitimately running?
I was running in heels.
Was it a dolly shot where it was kind of like tracking, you were running at it?
Yeah, so they tracked my feet, and then they only had the camera, because the camera was focused on the faux director, because there was a director within the TV. So it kind of got confusing. I was like, who is actually crew and who's fake crew? And so the fake director was arguing with Troye Sivan backstage about like Lily Depp, because she was Jocelyn, that was her role. So they were arguing, and like I'm running in between them. So they got like a few takes of like my feet running, and I'm like in heels. Like
how tall were they?
Oh, they were like 8-inch heels.
They
were my black boots. They were my black boots. I was running.
Yeah,
I was running,
that's
and then
hard.
So I ran in between them, and the director looks at me and she says, "Oh, by the way, good job today." And I'm like, "Thanks," and then keep running. Like past the camera. So it wasn't like the camera wasn't like following me, but they did get my feet, and then they got me as they were like arguing. I like ran in between them.
Were you worried about like what your face was gonna look like?
Oh my God. I was like, I don't even know what to be doing. I was just like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Like,
You're like, I don't want to break my ankle, but like also like I
want to look kind of cute.
Yeah, I gotta look sexy too. But,
yeah. No, I was actually very worried. I was like, man, I don't know. And because they like impromptu did that. They were saying, oh, let's just like stick this in. Let's just get this moment of like, you know, a girl running in between them. They chose me, and I was like, okay. And I'm like, I hope they put it in because it's like my face. That's me, you know. So I was like, okay, I'll do it.
What's the name of this? Because I feel like I've seen
The Idol.
Okay, I seen a commercial for that. Like the cover was like red or something. Yeah, I seen that. Looks really good.
Yeah, it's made by the director and creator of Euphoria.
Okay, so it's gonna be phenomenal.
Name? I forget his name. But yeah, it's by the same person.
That's awesome. I'm sure the writing
Sam Levinson.
Yes. I'm sure the writing is amazing on that.
Yeah.
So if you could make a goal for yourself of something you would like to do in mainstream, what would that be?
Oh man. Well, I would say for my first goal, I would at least like some like speaking roles, you know, because I didn't have a speaking role.
What type of genre would you choose?
I would want to do, man, like a drama of some sort. Like, I don't know. I want to be like a drama queen, you know? I want to be, I want to be like, I want to be like a drama queen that's having like, I don't know, a meltdown. Something like fun like that, right? I don't know.
Are you good at like crying on cue?
Not so much crying on cue, but I can get mad. Like, I can get mad and like flustered and just like frustrated.
Well, let's go on and talk about your raving. You're quite the rave girl. Sorry, I'm kicking you over
here.
Good. So you like raving. When did that begin?
I started raving in college, my freshman year. I went to my first like rave music event. I wouldn't really call it a rave. It was just like a show. Like at a smaller event, but that's when I first started like really getting into the electronic music scene. And from there, like, you know, as I progressed into adulthood, I kept going to more shows, bigger festivals. I go to EDC, you know, I went to Coachella. Coachella's not really a rave, but they do have like electronic music. I love it. I love it so much. Me and my friend Jules Blue,
Hi Jules.
Hi
She's
Jules.
awesome.
I love her so much. She's my best friend. We hit a lot of things together because we're both ravers, and she was really big in the rave community before she got into porn. And I actually knew of her prior to porn and after like I saw she was doing porn. So it was really cool. So like to have like a friend in the industry to rave with, you know, it's awesome. And I love raving. I love the music. I love the dancing. I love the outfits. I can like appreciate the production. Like I just love music in general. So I went to Berlin actually, specifically on a mission to go listen to German techno back in November.
Oh wow, how was that?
It was really awesome. It was so much fun. That's what I'm saying. I love music. Raver at heart, you know.
She lived in Germany.
Yeah.
Rave to the grave.
I used to go to the raves in Germany.
Yeah, I went to RSO, went to Berheim. I went to Kit Kat Club. And then I didn't do anything in Amsterdam. And then because I was in Amsterdam during the week, so they didn't have any like shows or raves really going on. But whenever I went to London this past March, I went to Printworks. So I do travel mainly with the intention of checking out their music scene.
Love that.
That's how much I love music.
She travels alone.
Yeah, I travel alone.
You get scared?
I was in London with Jules and and some other friends. I was really scared my first solo trip, which was going to Amsterdam and Germany. I booked it kind of like impromptu. I was like, like, you know, it was kind of what's the word?
Impulsive?
Yeah, not impromptu. I was like, that's not the word. It was very impulsive. Yeah, because I was still dealing with like a boy hurting my feelings and, you know, whatever.
Was this like your grieving process?
Yeah, so I was like, I'm leaving the country. I thought it was a great idea. And it was a great idea, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the week of, that was when that's when I was like getting nervous. I was like, wow, I'm really doing this by myself? Oh no. I was like, well, I can't cancel. I started to get really nervous. And I think that's normal, you know, that's very normal and that's okay. And I think me pushing myself, like, to actually go through with it, that was a really good moment in my life, like a great, like, breakthrough of, like, finding, you know, confidence in myself, you know, and, you know, just feeling, like, powerful. You know, I went to a whole nother continent all by myself.
That's pretty amazing. So what would you say is the difference between the international raving scene as opposed to here in the US?
Here in the US, I would say it's more influencer like filled. So as the scene has progressively gotten larger, I've only been raving since 2016, but even before then it wasn't. Even in 2016, and like I would say like maybe like 2018, 2019 was when the influencer scene ramped up in the music scene. So in the US, there's a lot of influencers that are like, you know, they're there only to be influencers, take pictures, show they're at the festival, you know, and they're not so much there for the music, which I get it, you know, it's business, money at the end of the day. But I go for the music. I go for the experience with my friends. I generally am not on my phone a lot. Like, I'm not somebody that's like holding up my phone, you know,
That
trying to
drives
record.
me
I hate
fucking insane.
I'm like, I might get like a picture of like some cool lights. But, like, I'm not gonna sit there and hold up my phone.
Can I just say, anyone, and I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this, anyone that goes to a concert, show, festival, anything, and you're holding up a phone the entire time, put your fucking phone in your pocket and enjoy the actual live experience in front of you.
Yes.
Who in the actual fuck gets on their phone and rewatches an entire concert video?
Nobody.
Number one, the audio quality is not going to be good.
Yeah.
Number two, it's not the
same. You
same.
can't dance if you're trying to hold the phone steady too.
It's just not the same.
Not
like
yeah.
I literally am the type of person where I go to shows a lot too, but I'm like into rock stuff, so I go to like metal festivals and shit. But like I'll take like a few clips or
just
photos
something.
and put my phone away, and then I'm just like in the pit, or I'm just like
that's
living.
Another big difference. That's another big difference though with the U.S. and like I would say like international, like European, like the music scene. A lot of like venues and clubs, especially in Berlin and in London, and I don't know where else yet, but I know it's really big. They put tape over your phone cameras, or in Berlin at Kit Kat Club, you check your phone with your hoodie. Your jacket.
Love that.
You have to.
I love
and
that.
And they give you a little ticket. Like, you go get your phone whenever you're leaving. They're like, you are not allowed to have your phone.
What do you think of that?
I love it. I love that.
Honestly, so when I was in Germany and I would go, this was kind of before the whole like social media craze. So that's what I experienced. And I agree. I think it's ridiculous that everyone's got their phones out, like recording whole. I feel the same way if I go to like my toddler's performance. Like everyone's got a phone up, and I'm like, let's be honest.
You're not watching that. You're not gonna go back and watch that.
What's the point? And I also feel like it becomes somewhat of a safety hazard too. I won't say the concert or whatever that happened, but we all know, like recently in the past couple of years, there were some tragedies that happened at a festival because of overcrowding. But I think people are so wrapped up in their phones and just like losing their awares that
it becomes
we're just
dangerous.
not present. Like you're not there.
I feel like there's constantly ways, and it's just getting worse in my opinion, that people are checking out, like for mentally just checking out. And that is a way, is like, oh, I'm just going to record this and I have no fucking clue what else is going on because I'm focused on this recording.
Yeah.
Well, even in like emergency situations, just to kind of go back to that festival, I saw so many clips coming out where people were filming the artist being like, oh, get this person. Or
it's like, why don't you just go get the person?
Right. Everyone's trying to get the viral moment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've seen that before.
Yeah,
like there was a video before of somebody that literally passed out and they were all bloody and stuff because they got like trampled on. And it looked like they were crowd surfing, but they weren't. And like the crowd was like lifting them, trying to get them through. And everybody's like recording it. I'm just like, that is so terrible.
I think it's so disrespectful too. Like, I just think it's like, it's rude and it's so disrespectful, especially like, it's just like you're disrespecting somebody's privacy when they're at a very vulnerable moment. Yeah. And also like the clubs in like Berlin and Europe, they're kind of like that Hinduistic, like do whatever you want to do, you know, have fun, no judgment. And so that's why they don't allow you to record people, because like sometimes people are hooking up in the club, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you don't want somebody, like, you should not be recording people. And people would do that. They're like, oh, look at this person in the corner hooking up with this person. Yeah. Because that's how, like, in Berlin, like, a lot of the clubs are like that. So it's like, it's so wild to me, like, the whole phone thing, especially in the States. And the underground scene in LA, a lot of the warehouse parties actually are starting to implement that whole putting, like, tape or stickers on your phone cameras. And if you get caught, like, taking photos or videos, they will remove you from the premises. Like, it's becoming serious. Like, it's because it's ruining people's experience.
It is. I love that idea, though, of checking in the phones.
Yeah.
So I do have a question. Like, you know, you talked about the outfits and stuff like that. And I always see, like, you and Jules always have, like, badass outfits. I'm assuming they're custom made, or you find them somewhere that's really amazing.
We usually get them online. There's a variety of stores. I like to pick different pieces from things and kind of like mix and match and make an outfit from different pieces.
What's so I always wonder this because I've never actually been to a rave. I've always wanted to go to like EDC or something, but I've never been.
Yeah.
What is the I guess mentality behind like different costumes and stuff? Are you trying to like be a character? Or are you just expressing yourself? Like,
I think for me, it's more expressing myself. Jules sometimes will get into cosplay or like be like a character because she's really, really good at it and she's really big into that. For me, I think for my costumes, I want to look good because if you look good, you feel good. But also, I want to be comfortable and. You know, I do like to take pictures of the outfit, you know, in front of like the pretty art installations, you know, stuff like that. So I like to look good. So for me though, it's more of an expression of like my style. Like my own personal style is mainly black. Yeah. You know, I wear a lot of black. It's either black or pink, you know? And so I like to kind of like, you know, first of all, I like to wear black pants, like baggy cargos. You know, I like to be comfortable and I get cold easily.
I like black leggings.
But I like to wear tiny little tops too with it, you know? Yeah. So for me, it's more of an expression of like who I am, but I like to accessorize with like maybe a choker, you know, and like cool sunglasses, you know, or like cat ears, like a hat or some sort, you know. Yeah. Jules goes all the way out, and I love that. I think also like about being practical. You know, when you're in a porta potty at a festival, you know, you're a little drunk.
I always wonder
you
that.
You don't want to be like, oh my god, I got too many clothes on. I've been in that situation. It's very stressful. I had one of my friends once. She had on such an intricate outfit. It looked great, but it was like harnesses and you know stuff. And I don't remember the full outfit. But she had to have like a group of people help her get out of her outfit because
you're like, girl, how are you gonna pee in that?
She had to pee
cut a
so
little
bad.
Slit or what?
That's
she
when
had to
you
pee
just put
so
on
bad.
an adult diaper.
She had to pee so bad. She was like, we all had to like help her like get her clothes off basically because she was like, I can't get it off. I try to be practical.
I would never be able to wear something like that because I pee like every 2 seconds.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's crazy.
I'm like, I had to stop wearing like bodysuits and stuff like that because I was like, yeah, I just have to pee all the time.
So, what is because I know that those are like days, you know. What's your health routine, I guess? Like, what do you do to like maintain like staying hydrated and healthy? Because a lot of people pass out at those. Like,
yeah, I literally just drink a lot of water. You try to eat like a really good breakfast, you know. You might not eat until later in the day, like that evening, because you're gonna be drinking, you're gonna be walking around partying. So it's like drinking a lot of water is so important. I try to like liquid IV, the
those are good. The packets,
yeah. I'll try and drink one before I go to the festival, and usually whenever I return, you could also bring them into the festival, you know, because they're sealed. And so I typically, I start hydrating like heavily the week of, like EDC's next week. So I'm like, I've already got to start amping up my water intake because you want to already be very hydrated, especially because it's in the desert. It gets kind of hot, even at night. So yeah, I try to eat like a really good breakfast every morning, you know, something healthy, protein, carbs, fats, all of it, something sustainable. And then just drink a lot of water. Even if you're drinking, you got to drink water with your alcohol. You have to. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to feel like garbage. And, you know.
Also, a lot of people, you know, I know there are a lot of sober people that go that I know. But also, too, there are a lot of people that go that they're not drinking, but, you know, they're like doing mushrooms
partaking on their flavors,
different psychedelics and stuff. Yeah. And still, you have to remain hydrated.
You still need to, literally, you still have to remember to drink water. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, that's it. Just drink enough water. Put some food in your stomach, you know? Yeah. Like, it's important. Like, even if you're not hungry, put something in there. Yeah. You know?
So, what made you want to get into the realm of Twitch, the gaming?
Well, I've been a gamer for a long time. Ever since I was, like, 11, 12, I started playing video games. And I thought about doing Twitch, actually, before I joined the industry. I thought about doing Twitch, I would say, probably back in, like, 2020 and, like, 2019. That's when I first had the idea. But I was like, oh... No, I didn't really have the self-confidence to be on the internet like that. Now look at me. But
now look at you.
Now look at me.
She's all on the internet now.
I'm all over the internet.
Bang showcase over here.
Right? So, I thought about it. I love video games. You know, I have PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox One. I have a PC. I have a Nintendo Switch. And,
top 3 favorite games?
Fortnite, Overwatch, CSGO. They're mainly all, CSGO is the only one that's on PC, but Fortnite and Overwatch are on console. They're competitive shooter games. You know, I'm not really an RPG girl. It's very hard to keep my attention and like keep me into that. Whereas like I just like to the competitive shooters like to win.
For people that don't know, what does RPG stand for?
Oh man, I don't even know. It's a role-playing game? Role-playing game?
Can we each like guess?
Role-playing game?
Oh my gosh, you might actually be right. I was gonna say rounds per gauge.
Rounds per gauge.
I think you're right.
I thought like yeah, let's Google that.
I just know. I'm like it's an RPG. I'm not.
I thought it was gonna be like reality.
It's like the quest games, like games
are
where
good.
like
I don't know.
games where like you have to do quests.
What is
and,
it?
Like,
It's a role-playing game, which each participant assumes the role of a character. So
oh, amazing!
Right.
I was so smart.
Okay.
I literally guessed that.
Isn't that Fortnite?
No, Fortnite's a battle royale game, so it's like you try to be the last one alive,
Got it.
Basically.
There's a lot of dances that came out of Fortnite. So
yeah, it's fun.
So Sims.
Well, it's
Sims would be RPG then.
Sims is a simulation.
Okay.
I'm
dumb when it comes to video games, I guess.
so I started to get the idea with Twitch because like I knew some performers like Sasha Grey, like ex-performers, Adriana.
Yeah.
I saw that they were on Twitch and I was like, okay. I was like, I kind of want to try Twitch. So
does anyone ever give you shit because of porn stuff or no? No? That's good.
People come and like ask like questions, and if it gets too inappropriate, I'll just kick them out the chat because Twitch isn't really like that. Like audience, like like
do you have a moderator?
Yeah, I have moderators.
Okay, I was gonna say that'd be so hard to like handle that yourself and be playing and talking.
Yeah, it is a lot. So you have to have mods and like to help run that. But I try to keep it pretty mellow. Like I'll talk about like porn and stuff, but I try not to be like too explicit. Like I'm not trying to give people free jerk off material on Twitch.
No, I'd be like, go join my spicy page.
I can't. Yeah, you can't even say OnlyFans. You can, but like you can get in trouble. So I say my spicy site.
Like you're not really promoting your adult work. You're truly on there to connect with people and play a game.
And build a community, and build like a larger community, like people who don't even know who I am, So, and I love it. I actually do love entertaining and like talking on Twitch, but I don't like camming. Whereas, because I feel like with camming, you have to do a lot more and for less reward, Whereas on Twitch, like for Twitch though, I'm like, I'm having fun gaming whether or not I'm making money.
I will say, I did think the same as you until about a month ago. My friend was telling me, you should really try Cam Soda. I think you'd really like Cam Soda. It's great. Mm-hmm. The payouts are weekly. Everybody's really nice. Because I've tried like MFC and Chatterbait and stuff, and all of them, I feel like I'm like
pulling teeth. Like
like begging people to like interact.
Please, like talk
to
me.
But Cam Soda is a lot of fun. Like you get on there and they can like there's a virtual wheel thing, or you can do different goals and like hang out. Like it's actually a lot of fun, and I'm typically not the type of person that's into that, but it's actually pretty fun.
I mean, it's something I might check out, but I'm like, I already have such a busy schedule. I'm like, right now I'm prioritizing like Twitch over camming.
Yeah.
I like it also as like a little like not fully like sexual like side hustle. Like it's fun, different. It's very fun and like it's like refreshing almost.
Well, and it's also,
it's also something I enjoy. It's a hobby of mine.
Well, and it's going back to the very beginning of our conversation earlier when you said, well, when I had asked you what you want to be known for, and you stated you want to be known for your bubbly, fun personality and how outgoing you are and fun. Yeah. That's something that shows that is you gaming and talking and interacting with people and not having to be sexual.
Yeah, not having to be naked. I'm like, look at me. I'm not naked. And I'm still cool. And
Do you
have
a cool
awesome.
headset you wear? Do you have like cat ears or anything?
I have so many headsets. Oh my God. I just bought one that's like a white one that's like customizable so you could add different attachments. But I do have cat ears. I have 2 cat ear ones. I have too many headsets. I need to like.
I was going to say, I think I've seen a photo of you with cat ear ones. That's why I said that. But what's your favorite one?
My new one, probably my new set. Because like you can like customize it, like add cat ears, or you can do like an angel halo or like devil horns. So I'm like, cool. I like that. I like the creative freedom with that. So that's cool.
Nice. Yeah. I like that. So let's talk about your showcase you have coming up. I know you can't share too much.
Yeah.
But do you want to share a tiny tad bit to entice people that are interested?
So it's 4 scenes with Bang. Mm-hmm. It's my very first showcase. It's also Bang's very first
Congratulations,
showcase.
By the way.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much. They came to me with the idea at the beginning of the year, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. It should be out by June-ish.
Can you share the type of scenes that you've shot or no?
I'll say it's all things I haven't done before.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, all things I haven't done before.
What's some things that you've done before?
I mean, I've given a blowjob.
I've never given one of those.
No.
Yeah.
Jeez, you're
God,
like
I'm
way
ahead
more
of you.
experienced.
Yeah, I'm way more ahead of you. Wow, you never. So it's all of my first things that I haven't done yet. We have my very last scene actually for the showcase that we're filming is next week. And
did you get to pick your talent for your showcase, or did you have kind of like a say?
Of them. It was a little bit. So cool. I sent in the initial list for everything. 2 of the scenes I had full control over. My last scene, I just shot the 3rd one. I had like 50-50.
Did you pick out your outfits and makeup and everything?
I got to pick out my every outfit, every look cool. I wanted to do. And then this upcoming scene, I didn't really have a say in it, and I was a little salty about it, but I still love you, Bang. I had a different vision. Yeah. And they have a good vision too. But they had this vision. I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, I'll settle.
You're like 3 out of 4, okay.
Yeah. And it's like, their first showcase too.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. I was like, let me not be a little brat. Yeah. So I was like, I'll give it to them. This is fine. And it's like, I love the talent that I'm working with next week. I do. I really do. Mm. I had a different vision.
Do you already know the name of it? Obviously, you don't have to say, but are you already?
I don't know the name of the showcase, actually. Oh. Yeah.
Well, that will be fun to kind of pick a name, because that's always a fun thing. I love seeing like different titles of these movies. It's pretty comical, some of them.
Yeah. They should hire me to title those movies.
Honestly, I think so.
What would you title her showcase?
Without giving anything away.
I mean, obviously, The House of Spades.
The House of Spades.
That's such a good idea.
I like that.
I just came up with it.
You better text Steve right now.
Coming back to me.
Oh my God, he's gonna be like, oh my God, I love it.
Sarah's like, I want my residuals.
Sarah's like, all right, now give me a paycheck for that.
I love that.
I'll only take like 75%.
I was trying
That's a good one.
I was trying to think of another one that had her name in it, just Haley. I was trying to think of like Haley. I don't know.
Haley's Heaven. I don't know. That's stupid. That's silly.
Heaven and Haley's
Heaven with Haley. I don't know.
Heavenly Haley. And then the whole movie's like Satan. So, continuing on about your performance stuff. I mean, again, congratulations. The showcase is huge, especially, you are newer. What are some nominations that you did receive?
So XBiz nominated me for, I think, Best New Performer. And then the year prior, it was Hottest Newcomer with XBiz, I believe, or was it AVN? Well, AVN nominated me for 3 fan awards last year.
Which those are huge, because those are literally from the fans. So
I didn't get any fan awards this year, but I did get nominated for Best Virtual Reality Sex Scene.
Nice.
And we won.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It was my Sex Like Real, the dream team.
Do you have your trophy already?
I do.
Yeah, it's exciting. I remember when I got my first one and I was like, I unboxed it. And I put it up on the thing, and I just felt so proud.
Look at it. You're like, oh my God, this is mine. It has my name on it.
I did that.
That was a really crazy scene. That was the reverse gangbang on John Strong. It was a VR scene. We were like a volleyball team. It was actually a pretty crazy day on set. I'll say that.
I think I heard about this day.
It was 15 girls.
Yeah, I think I heard about this day.
I saw the photo.
I think I heard this day was like hell. Because there was just a bunch of different. I mean, you put 15 girls together. What do you?
It gets a little clicky.
And it's VR.
Yeah, it's VR. Also, like they were. It was very like zombie like, right? Yeah. So we're all over this guy. We're all over John Strong, like moaning to him, like all all crawling up onto him, and I was like, this is very
Oh my
weird.
God, you know what this makes me think of? You know the little like green things in Toy Story where they're like, the claw. Like the Martian? That's what you guys were doing.
It literally felt crazy. I was like, this is wild. It was
so
crazy.
funny.
It was fun, but I was like,
John's so cool too. He was probably just chilling.
Yeah, it was so a crazy day though, man. Oh my God. I had a great time on set though, but it was a crazy time.
So other than your showcase, do you have anything coming up that you want to share with anybody, or, I mean, just anything in general that you would like to touch upon?
I actually don't.
No? Okay.
I don't. I just got back from Sacramento, my feature dancing gig.
Was that your first one?
That was like my 4th or 5th, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like it? I'm guessing because you said you have a stripping background.
Yeah. So I'm like, I just did that. I don't have anything like that coming up yet. I have a Brazzers scene I have at the end of the month. I'm kind of excited for. It's with Chris Scandal.
Nice.
Yeah, the new.
Is that your first one?
Not for Brazzers.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like,
it's my first shoot with Chris Scandal. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th Brazzers scene. So yeah, I'm excited. I always love shooting for browsers.
It's always exciting when you get to shoot for companies where you're like, oh, I love being here.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get those days where we go and we're like rolling the dice. Like, I don't know how today's gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
We're gonna see.
I'm in it for the plot, I guess. Like, we'll see.
Well, if you could just tell everybody like where to follow you at for social media, share any websites, share your Twitch, anything else like that to everybody.
Yeah, so my Twitch is Haley Spades. My Twitter is Haley Spades. My Instagram, I've been deleted so many times. We are on Gamer Girl Haley. My OnlyFans is Haley Spades. And
I love that. Everything's the same. It's like,
Fansly is Haley Spades. Everything's Haley Spades except for Instagram.
Got it.
So Gamer Girl Haley is my Instagram.
And then Twitch, do they just type in your name?
Yeah. Haley Spades, all one word.
Super easy.
Yeah. And TikTok is Haley Spades.
It's Haley.
Yes.
Not
H-A-I. That's the normal way.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you again so much for coming here today. I really appreciate you. Enjoying our new space here.
Yeah, I'm so glad I could break it in.
This awesome new studio. Miss Sarah Taylor found it, actually.
Yeah. It's like 5 minutes from where I live, so I was being a little selfish.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Have fun on your hour drive.
Yeah, pretty
when
much.
I researched studios, I was like, okay, within a 5-mile radius.
What's convenient for me?
I drive
Everyone
an
else
SUV.
suck one.
I mean, I know you do too, but
no, it's awesome. I'm very, very stoked for everybody to see what else we're gonna do. And thank you again, Haley. And you guys be sure to follow her on all of her social medias. Check her out on Twitch if you're a gamer. Yeah. And her showcase from bang.com is coming soon. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Kenzie Taylor, and this is Feels by Kenzie Taylor. It's a water-based lubricant, vegan, cruelty-free, silky smooth, tasteless, and you're always gonna be wet. You can pre-order now by going to feelsbykenzie.com. Order it now.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
Eating pasta in bed.
Not true. You licked my like
Oh, I did, but after I ate pasta in bed.
Why was that so freaky?
I don't know, it was a lot of sauce.